Hello Cotati, this is Damien O'Bid, your city manager, and I wanted to give you an update on a couple things that I thought you might find interesting or important. First of all, for COVID, there's a mobile testing site at St. Joseph's Park and Ride, which is at the corner of Old Redwood Highway and 116. And that is there Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. There's no out-of-pocket costs, but you are strongly encouraged to make an appointment first. Also, interestingly enough, we did our high-low siren drill a couple weeks ago. That went really well. And shortly after that, there was a fire in Pengrove, and our police units were down there helping the fire and police agencies evacuate some of the residents in that area. So it already came in handy, but in the future, if you hear high-low, it's time to go. Also, drought update, we're still continuing to exceed our 20% reduction in water use, so good job, Cotati, keep it up. There's a big project about to start. It's the West Side Street project, which hang on that because I'm going to show you a little bit more about that. And then we're also starting our housing element. So every 8 years we update part of our general plan, which looks into how we're going to develop housing for all of our residents and future residents for the next 8 years. So stay tuned for that. There's a lot coming up, including a kickoff meeting on October 12th at the council for the council members and planning commission members. We also have a bike ped, bicycle and pedestrian master plan update happening. In recreation, we have a ton of classes, including Zumba, Aikido, and theater productions, youth soccer. This week is actually our last week of the farmers market. And I'm excited to announce a couple things. Cotati Music Fest is back, and that's going to be in La Plaza Park on Saturday, October 9th. A lot of live music and fun, so look for more details on that to come. And then finally, City Halloween is going to be on October 31st, and we call it Cotati Candyland. All the businesses, or many of the businesses, are going to be participating downtown, and you and your children can go get candy and just have a great time. If you need any information on any of this stuff, we've posted all the details on the city website under the City Manager office page, and you can find links to all this information that I talked about. And so with that, let's go on a little field trip. Okay, so I am out here on West School Street. This is the location of the latest paving project the city has going on. It's called the West Side Project. It's a $3.7 million reconstruction project, which is really big for Cotati. And it's going to basically consist of taking all this good rock and asphalt on the existing roadway and turn it all over, recompact it with cement, and then repave it so it'll be a nice smooth surface. And this guardrail I'm standing next to is actually going to get replaced, as well as a pathway that's going to go over the hill to West Sierra. And the project includes West School, which is what I'm on, Clifford, West Cotati, Richardson on this side of the freeway, and on the other side, part of Old Redwood Highway by Veterans Park, as well as John Roberts, Robin, and Condor Court. So right now, you can't see it, but they're doing potholing, which is basically testing utilities to see what depth they're at. And then also they're going to be working on the curb ramps, which are the sidewalk ramps, soon, to make sure that they meet the latest accessibility standards. And but first things first, potholing. That's important because you don't want to tear into a utility. That's always bad news. All right.